Have you ever had a dream that felt completely real? Until you woke up? The first images we see in Mulholland Drive is people dancing. No violence, no Hollywood, just people moving in front of a strange background, surrounded by shadows and light. It's a jitterbug competition. The dancers have shadows and silhouettes are behind them. The images blur and overlap, and then we see Betty. The bright light shines on her and she's happy and joyful. We hear a crowd cheering in the background. The image fades into a room, and we see a pillow. Person gets closer and closer to the pillow, and it fades to black. We see a street sign and the title of the movie, Mulholland Drive. This is Lynch's way in my interpretation of letting us in the unconscious mind of Diane. As soon as she hits the pillow, we enter this world where bizarre and unconventional things happen, like most of Lynch's films. After this introduction, we meet Rita, a woman that gets into a car crash and has forgotten who she is. She's trying to find help. The next scene, we meet with these two guys at Winkie's diners, and they're talking. One of them brings up that they had two dreams about the diner, and he breaks down what happens in those dreams. He says he sees a face that he would never want to see outside of his dreams. They go outside, and things seem to be familiar to this guy. The setup, the way he hesitates before going to look what's behind this wall. He gets closer, and boom, the guy gets scared to death by this character called the Bum. And it seems like this that confirmed the dream and nightmare logic of this film. Everything looks fine on the surface, but deep down something is off. You see Betty, or Diane, at the airport with an elderly couple. Let's just say they're strange. Betty meets the landlady of where she'll be staying, Coco. She welcomes Betty in and shows her around. Betty gets into her apartment. She meets Rita. And as I established, Rita doesn't know who she is and has no memory. Betty acts like a savior to Rita, and Rita is fully devoted and dependent on Betty. And later, this turns into a romantic relationship between the two. So it looks like everything is going good for Betty. She becomes a legit actress, falls in love with Rita, and she's living her dream life, her Hollywood fairy tale. But deep down, something darker is hiding underneath. Now, we enter the nightmare aspect of this film. Betty and Rita go to this club called Silencio, and this is where the dream starts to shatter. The magician tells the audience everything is an illusion, and he also tells the crowd, "No hay banda," which means there is no band. You hear this singer singing beautiful lyrics, and she collapses out of nowhere, but the song is still going. As she's getting dragged away, nothing is real in this world. No sound, the performance isn't real. You can feel what the characters are feeling, but the reality they are in doesn't feel anything, and it's not real. Betty finds a blue box that fits this blue key in Rita's purse, and once she opens it, her whole world shatters, and we're met with Diane, the real version of Betty, in her bed looking depressed and tired. She's a failed actress. She fell in love with Camilla, aka Rita, but got rejected. Diane becomes resentful and jealous. She meets with a hitman in the beginning of the movie. They're at the Winkie's diner. The waitress comes and gives her coffee, and Diane looks at her name tag and it says Betty. She also sees the man from earlier in the film that had dreams about the place, and they just stare at each other. She's there to put a hit out on Camilla in the real world, and the hitman tells her once the job is finished, she'll find a blue key. Later, Diane is back at home. She sees the blue key. She becomes overwhelmed with guilt and paranoia. The elderly couple from the beginning shows up as little figures from her floor. They start chasing her. In fear, she locks herself in her bedroom and takes her own life. The film ends with the singer from the club saying Silencio. This movie feels like a nightmare because David Lynch doesn't simply spell it out for us. The whole movie operates under dream logic. And it's not about escaping a nightmare. It's about creating a dream so beautiful that reality becomes unbearable when you wake up. Diane tries to rewrite her reality, but when she realizes she can't take it anymore. Let me know your interpretations of the film in the comment section below. Thank you guys if you watched this video. And yeah, peace.